here. So give me a second. Oh, my back. Oh, that feels so good. Oh my god. That feels amazing. Okay. Got everything. Now, make sure this camera is straight. Hello and welcome. Okay. Make sure this is out of the way so it's not making noise on the audio. Hello and welcome. I'm about to start. Just getting everything set up. Oh man. How is everybody's week going? How is everybody's day? How is everyone's weekend? That is on. Alright. The sun straight up killers. Sit your ass down and eat dudes for dinner. There's food on my plate because I'm the breadwinner. Hello and welcome. Hello, let me set this up so we can start recording. I run this podcast live every Sunday, but I also record it on audio so that I can broadcast it out there for people who aren't on Twitch and don't watch videos, who like to just listen to a podcast. So, hello and welcome. This is episode 10 of In My Opinion with Io. I am your host, Io Zaymar. We are here again talking about relationships and communication. This time I kind of wanted to talk more to the people in the chat and answer some questions. I know a lot of people were asking a lot of questions last episode. We were getting into a lot of things. We're talking about relationships as far as significant others, but in this episode 4, we can talk about any kind of relationships, parental relationships, work relationships. Sorry, that's Luna for those of you listening. She's trying to play with my hands right now. Work relationships, acquaintances. I had a crazy run-in with my doctor a couple of weeks ago. That's a relationship. That's a relationship right there. Hello and hi. How are you? Fucking awesome. 666. Hello and welcome to the show, you guys. Everyone who's just tuning in. We're talking about relationships and communication. I did want to touch on something. Luna, we're not playing right now. Sorry. I did want to touch on something. Last week we were talking about, you have to love yourself. In order to attract people, you have to love yourself. But someone did point out that, hello, Showtime Wolf, hi. Someone did point out that even though you love yourself, you're comfortable with yourself, you still feel lonely. But that loneliness is not desperation. Loving yourself doesn't mean people are automatically just going to come into your life, that the best people are just going to come into your life, Hello, King Crimson, what's up? You love yourself first. Why? Because that relationship is number one. That relationship is never going away. That's the longest relationship you're ever going to have, is the one with yourself. So you need to feel confident with yourself. You need to love yourself, be understanding with yourself, have patience with yourself. A lot of us, we are our biggest critics. So just tone that down a little bit. Give yourself the love and acceptance and understanding that you would give or want to receive from somebody. Give that to yourself first. And yes, being single and everything, it feels lonely. I feel alone all the time. But the thing is now that I love myself fully and accept myself, understand where I am, understand where I've been, understand where I want to go, I I don't really allow, like, I don't accept anything less than what I give myself from somebody else in a relationship, you know? I go on a couple of dates and I get a feel for how this person is, and we talk about things, and over time you get to know somebody. And do I want to accept just anybody in my life now? No. Before I loved myself, I would just accept anybody into my life because I was just that desperate for love and understanding and trying to fill this void and trying to fill a hole inside of me. But I'm single. I love myself. I'm not just going to find anybody. I'm not just going to accept anybody. I have no void to fill. I have no hole. I am whole. I have completed myself. I am completing myself. I am in this for me. I'm going to now accept people who are also in it for them, who are also, who won't give me less than what I'm used to, is basically what I'm saying. Hello, Enrique, how are you? So, yes, even though you're single and you love yourself, and don't be single and loving yourself and just like expect that is going to be the answer, and then all of a sudden you're just going to attract all these people. No. It doesn't work exactly that way. You might attract some people, but you gotta still like weed them out. And now that you love yourself, you're more confident in who you're going to choose. You're more confident in, in the rejection, quote unquote, so to speak. It's not going to hurt because you realize that you are your own person. They're their own person. If you guys don't work out, that's fine. And loving yourself gives you that confidence to move on and get over these heartaches a lot quicker than you would if you didn't. Because if you don't love yourself, you're sitting there heartbroken and you're just like, why? It's me. It has to be da 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 da, and you're just sitting and all the blame is on you. But the thing is that there were two people involved there. Once you love yourself, you realize this. It's easier to get over, if that makes any sense. Hello, Mr. Lister. Was that the 80s? What's up? Your outfit. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is what I chose to wear today. For those of you listening at home, I do broadcast this live. So I'm sitting here talking to the people in the chat. You guys can always join me. I'm here at twitch.tv/IOSAMartian. If you have any questions, comments, advice, I try to give the topic out about a week before I do the show so that people can get their questions and everything ready. But yeah, somebody did point that out. So I wanted to go ahead and just mention that because I know a lot of people out there, it's human nature. You want to love and you want to be loved. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining. You want to love and you want to be loved. It's human nature, you guys. So a lot of people are out there, they're single, they're wondering why, they feel like they're struggling. They're like looking for their soulmate. Nurture the relationship with yourself first, and the rest will fall into place. This relationship is number one. Okay? I'm just listening to what you're talking about. Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you guys have any questions out there in the chat, or have any advice on relationships or communication that you want to give, go ahead. Feel free. Leave your comments. I will see it. If I don't get to it right away, it's because I am doing the show. So I don't want to interrupt and be talking. Does that make sense? Like, kind of distracted. But yeah. I started the show, like I told you guys, in the episode 1, in the very beginning, because a lot of people do come to me and they ask me questions. This has been my whole entire life. Just ask me questions, ask me advice. People that I know, strangers, and I do find that a lot of the answers to these questions that I'm giving end up being pretty much the same. So here I am with this podcast, with this show. And a lot of the questions I do get happen to be relationship questions. I don't know why. I'm not like the best at being in a relationship. I have no idea. I guess it's because, people need an outlet. They need to vent. And I'm here to listen, and I'm here to talk, and I'm here to just like understand and try to give advice from a neutral point of view. The 3 questions I find that I get a lot. It doesn't matter. I'm going to say specific like genders while I'm saying these questions, but this applies to anybody. This applies to anyone of any gender, any genitalia. It doesn't matter. If you're a human being, this applies to you, okay? So the 3 questions I get the most. How do I talk to a girl? How do I approach a girl? How do I approach a girl? How do I approach a person that I'm attracted to? How do I begin this conversation? Okay. This is the first you see somebody, you're attracted to them. Usually with the internet and everything nowadays, more and more people are seeing each other online. So in real life, you see somebody, you're attracted to them, always approach somebody with respect. Like, you want to get to know them, even if all you want to do is just fuck them, because, yeah, approach them with respect. They are a human being. This is a real life situation, okay? Be honest. Always be honest. Because even if you just want to fuck them, let them know, okay? That honesty goes a long way. And trust me, the people who are meant to be in your life, they will stay, okay? If they don't want to fuck, just let them go. There will be somebody who is just down, DTF, all right? But just be honest in your approach, and approach them, like I said, like a human being, like somebody you respect. There's a lot of people who are just like, hey girl, come over here, you're cute. Is that respectful? No, that's absurd, that's annoying, that's rude, it's shallow, okay? Hi, how are you? I noticed you from across the street or wherever. You looked cool, you looked interesting. Would you be interested in getting to know me? Doesn't that sound a little bit more respectful? Yes, because they're a human being. They're not a just, hey girl. They're not a, hey guy, I like your butt, looks good in those jeans. That's not respectful. Even a guy who's getting hit on like that will feel uncomfortable. I know this because they say things like that. It's not like, nice, I like the truth you're speaking. Thank you so much. I like the vibe. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, so just approach them with some kind of, they're a human being, all right? Online, if you're approaching someone online, please do not let the first thing you let slide into their DMs be a picture of your dick, okay? I promise you, the first thing they do not want is a dick pic. I promise, okay? That is a fact. I know we here on the show, We differentiate between facts and opinions by stating fact. That is a fact. Nobody wants a picture of your dick the first time they open a message from you, okay? They don't. It's like, it's an unpleasant surprise, to say the least, all right? The same thing. Approach them like somebody you respect. Hi, how are you? You know, came across your profile. What's up? You know, obviously, if you're talking to them, they know that you find them attractive or something like that. The first time, yeah, just let them know, like, hi, you know. That's okay. That's okay to do that online. It's okay. You don't need to send them dick pics. I don't know who is giving that advice out to people. If you're wondering, like, don't send a dick pic, okay? Just don't. Because if you're wondering and you're sitting here wondering if you should send it, the answer is no. If the answer was yes, you would not be wondering, should I send this? Does that make sense? Yeah, so don't. Just leave that. Leave that for like later down, like later on in life, okay? Because this is the first time you're like trying to communicate here. Treat them with respect. Treat them like a human being. Would you like to see, oh, I got a new message from this person I don't know. Open it up and there's a dick. Would you like that? No, you would not. There are some people, yes, they would. But majority of people, no. They don't. They don't want that. All right? Another question I get asked a lot. How do I get somebody to notice me or to like me or to get them into me more? Or, you know, people, they become friends, they feel friend zoned or whatever. Always be honest, open and honest in your communication, always. No matter what level you're at in your relationship. Oh, I know it's hard. It's hard because we hate feeling vulnerable. We're afraid that the other person is going to make fun of us. We're going to, you know, for expressing our feelings. Don't. Because the person that is supposed to be in your life, they will stay. They will understand. You don't want somebody who's going to like you for this fake version of yourself, because you're always going to feel weird, off balance. So always be yourself no matter what level your relationship is in, okay? If you've gone out on a couple of dates, you know, like, how do I make the first move? I know she's into me. How do I make the first move? You guys, I can't tell you how much I hate it when, like, at the end of a first date, this is the first date scenario, okay? At the end of a first date, like, you wondering if you should make the first move or not. There are some girls, yes, they find it romantic when, you know, a guy just on the first date just leans in for a kiss and just steals it. Me, I am not that kind of person. Do not lean in on a first date situation and just try to steal a kiss, because that to me is like, I feel like I got mouth raped, all right? I'm on a first date with you. I'm still trying to even assess whether or not I would like to share saliva with you, and now here you are just like in my face and your spit is on my fucking lips. I don't know you, okay? I don't know. Ask. Don't be afraid to ask, okay? Don't be afraid to, don't be afraid. If the answer is no, that's the worst thing they can say is no. No is nothing, you guys. Don't be afraid to hear no, because there are so many chances in life. There's 7 billion people in the world, so there's like 7 billion opportunities for you to kiss somebody, all right? Don't be afraid to hear no, but ask them. That's what I love. I love it when a guy on the first date, at the end of it, they want to kiss, they look at me, because I'm not sure. Like, I'm just getting to know you. What do you want from me? They look at me and they ask, hey, I'm not sure, but can I kiss you? Yeah. 100% of the time, well, not 100%, 99.9% of the time when somebody has asked me to kiss me, I kiss them because they were polite enough to ask. Okay? If you're just stealing kisses, that's rude. Don't get up in my face. I don't like my personal space invaded. I know we're on a first date, but we're not like fucking married yet. Like, once you get past that, you know, at least with me, it's like once I decide, yes, I like kissing you, go ahead. Kiss me whenever the fuck you want. You don't have to ask. But that first time, that very first time, that's like, you know, that's a first impression right there. Some girls, yes, they find it romantic. Some girls, but you know, it's the year 2020, and a lot of girls are trying to find their independence and have a voice in this world. So be respectful, okay? How would you like it if somebody you weren't really sure about just like went up and kissed you? You'd be like, what the fuck? What just happened? What? Right? Right. So ask. It's, it's so simple. Just ask. Third question. Top 3 questions I always get asked. And remember, I said this applies to any gender, any genitalia, anybody, okay? Because we're human beings. This applies to human beings. No matter who you are, if you are a human being, this applies to you, okay? Third question. Am I good enough? My dick, is my dick good enough? Is my body good enough? Am I good enough? You are good enough. I promise. Yes, you are. Like, size does not matter. There are some people who think it does. I feel like this is mostly like a male on male thing, like female to female thing, like boob size, you know. Oh, my boobs are big. My titties are bigger, so I'm better. Everybody likes nipples, okay? Who the fuck cares what size your titties are? If you're insecure with yourself, you want to go get big ass titties, go ahead. Do that. Somebody will like your fake ass, big ass titties, okay? I promise you. Your body is good enough. If you got no titties, I promise you, somebody will love your nipples, okay? Like, people love nipples. They do. It doesn't matter what size your titties are. Somebody will love them. I promise. I was always insecure about my chest size because obviously if you're watching there at home, like you see me right now, I'm like, there's no boobs on the screen, right? Where are my titties? I worried about that for so long. But guess what? My mom also has really small boobs, and she told me, she's like, don't worry about your boobs. Somebody will love you for your small boobs, I promise. And she's right. After, like, you get through that immature phase, like, when you're kids, like, yeah, everyone wants the biggest dick. Like, you got the biggest dick, you're the coolest guy, right? And all the other guys who got small wieners are super insecure. That is, like, immaturity. That is immaturity right there. People talk about, oh, I watch cartoons, you eat freaking candy all day, you watch cartoons, you laugh at fart jokes, you're immature. No. That's not being immature, okay? You can laugh at fart jokes all you freaking want. That's not immature. Being immature is making fun of people for their body, okay? That's immature right there because nobody can control how they look unless they're, like, going to get plastic surgery. But you're born with the body you're given. And, you know, that's what you get. So for you to, like, know that and understand that about yourself, like, and to make fun of others, that's immaturity, okay? That's being immature. So you get past that, okay? And then you get into adult land and you get into adulthood and you realize, like, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck if you got small titties. No one gives a fuck if you got a small dick. Nobody gives a fuck if you're skinny, you're fat, you're tall, you're small, you're short, nobody cares. Why? Because we're all humans. It's not the physical part of us. That's not the only thing. There's so many parts of you that make up you. Somebody is going to come along and they're going to love you for who you are, but they're never going to know you unless you put yourself out there, unless you're open and honest about who you are, unless you can be vulnerable and confident at the same time with yourself. Does any of this make sense? I feel like it makes sense. It's hard to do. It's hard to practice. It's hard to put into play. But once you like get these tiny steps rolling and get the ball going, like it gets a lot easier. And yeah, there's times when you will like slip up and you might fall into a funk. Get yourself out of it, because here in Adultland, who the fuck cares? Who cares? Not me. I don't care if you got a small dick. I'll still fuck a small dick. Alright? A little like tip here, like small dicks are great for anal. If you're thinking about trying anal, hello, ladies, gentlemen, you're not gonna put a freaking 9-inch dick up your asshole. Like, nobody cares, okay? Nobody cares. People still try to, titty fuck me. I got no titties. Nobody cares. I'm telling you, nobody cares. All right? You are good enough. If you feel like you aren't good enough, just remember this. Nobody fucking cares. All right? Here in Adultland. If they do, they're immature. All right? They're not meant for you. Keep going. Don't get caught up in their negative reaction, because that is on them. That has nothing to do with you. All right? All right, I'm going to go over here to the chat because I see a lot of people talking, so let's see what they have to say. Sorry, you guys in the chat. I need what she's on right now. I am on Life. This is called Life. Will she take her glasses off for the people in the chat out there watching me without my glasses? I can't see. I'm blind. I haven't ordered new contacts. I probably should do that. Can I kiss you? Just asking. If I ever see you in person, you could kiss me on the cheek. Yeah. I like her glasses. I've stolen kisses and it ended fine. We woke up together the next morning. Yeah, exactly. Some people, like, that's fine, but you have to be good at reading that. Like, Aloe Chico, I hope you're not just kissing, I don't think you're just kissing anybody, because there are some people who are out there and they're like, they kiss the person who obviously isn't giving them any signs that they want to be kissed or that they're into them. Yeah. Some people, like, it's okay. Like I say throughout all these episodes, what works best for me might not work best for you. So that's why I do this live as I'm talking. If people have advice or things they want to get out like this, I love to hear it, because yeah, some people do like that stuff. But you're definitely a Cali girl. I'd say the Bay. I am in Los Angeles, but I did grow up in Northern California. Have you ever tried to kiss someone with big glasses? I have big glasses, as you can see, and I have tried to kiss somebody with glasses. It's always annoying to kiss somebody with my glasses on, because even if they're not wearing glasses, their nose touches my lens and I immediately want to kiss or kiss it. I immediately want to wipe it off, even if we're in the middle of making out. Small breasts are cooler because if I hug a small-breasted girl, I'm closer to her heart. Aw, fucking awesome. That is so sweet to say. For any of you out there, ladies, who are feeling insecure about your small chest, please. You heard it yourself. Small breasts are cooler, okay? I love the naked body. Doesn't matter the measures. There you go. Like I said, here in adult world, it doesn't fucking matter, okay? That when people like they care about they're making fun of you for your body, it's usually because they're insecure with themselves. And making fun of other people is a way to project their insecurities. So don't buy into it, okay? What's your Snap? I don't have Snapchat, you guys. Anyone listening? I don't. I think I came here at the wrong time. More or less, Mikey. I am doing the podcast right now, so maybe. No, yeah, we had a lot of signs, a lot of touching, etc. Okay, yeah, see, Aloe, like, when they give you signs, like, on a first date situation, if things are progressing, things are progressing, obviously, like, they're down, they're into you, like, they'll give you signs, they will. Little, like, they'll be obvious. It won't, like, you won't be wondering, is this a sign? Like, it'll be an obvious sign. If you're wondering, like I said, just go ahead, ask. Okay? But usually if you're wondering, it's because there's some kind of miscommunication, or they're not really giving you signs. You're just misinterpreting what they're putting out. Damn, your eyes are amazing. Thank you. Is this is interesting though. Is this a relationship topic for the podcast? Yes, it is. This is actually, we've been talking about all kinds of relationships for the last couple weeks here on the podcast, because relationships aren't just significant other, lover relationships. They're parent-child relationships, co-worker relationships, casual, like, acquaintance, like, me and my doctor had this huge misunderstanding. And the thing is, like, all these relationships, the same kind of communication style still applies. It still applies to all these different types of relationships. So, but this week, yes, we are talking about more like lovers, significant other. We've been talking about that. But if anyone has any questions about or comments about any other type of relationships, I know I mentioned, like, my doctor. My doctor recently had surgery, and for whatever reason, she decided she wanted to come into work, and she's stressed out. She's in a lot of pain. I go and I see her. I'm stressed out. I'm in a lot of pain, and the last prescriptions she had written me were incorrect. Not the actual medication, but she's supposed to give me refills, and she just kept not giving me refills for whatever reason. And now I know it's because she's been stressed out because of her surgery. I had no idea. And so we are both sitting here, and I'm just like, you haven't been getting me my refills. What's going on? And she cannot be honest. She's just like, I have the pharmacy that you go to is getting it wrong. And I was like, I can go to the pharmacy and ask them right now and see. I watched her in front of my face change something. It was a huge thing, until finally, like, I'm screaming at my doctor. I ended up screaming at her. I was like, what is going on? Why are you lying to me? I can't trust you right now. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Just talk to me. Be honest with me. Until finally, she did. She closed the door and she's like, look, I am so sorry for all of this. She's like, I am so stressed out. I've, I've had like 3 surgeries in the past 5 months. I still keep coming to work because I do love my patients so much, but she's like, obviously, I might need to take a break because my home life is interfering with my work life. That I have a relationship with my doctor. Yes, that is a relationship I have with my doctor. Okay? It still requires open, honest communication because she is a human being. She's not just a doctor, she's a human being first and foremost. The same with me. I'm not just a patient, I'm a human being first and foremost. So, as human beings, we all require that same, like, we need to be open and honest, treat each other with the same kind of respect that we demand, all right? When we're stressed out, we do tend to miscommunicate. I know that I try not to ever talk when I'm angry because even though like the message might be the same, like whatever I'm saying might be the same, but the words that I use will be completely different, and the words that I use when I'm angry are going to send across a message that's pretty much like fuck you. When I calm down, the words I choose are going to send a message of understanding, like, hey, this is how I felt when this happened. Can we try to resolve this somehow? When I'm angry, it's like, hey, fuck you. You fucking, you da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's not just me. That's humans. Most humans, okay? When they're stressed out, it comes out. When something's going on in a different part of their life, it comes out, like in other areas of their life. Are you a Karen? Nope. Let me see. Going back through the chat here. How do I keep in touch with you? Low-key, she seems really nice. She probably went through the worst. Big, I do have an Instagram. I'm here, so you can send me DMs here, Instagram. My social media is pretty much the same all over. Ioze Martian. I'm learning to focus on my life while being single. I'm not ready for anything romantic. I never had one, but I would like it one day. Need to focus on my friendships too. Yes, exactly. That is really important. And I think you're doing the right thing by focusing on your life, because that's the most important relationship that you have. And focus on your friendships too. A lot of people tend to put their friendships second because they put a romantic relationship on a pedestal, and it shouldn't be that way. You should treat every relationship that is important to you like they are important to you, romantic or not. We gotta respect each other. Yes, exactly. That's tough to be nice to her. Wait, what? No, when you're angry, you're speaking facts. Let them learn the hard way. Lifesaver, there's a lot of times that when I was angry, and yes, it does feel like I'm speaking facts and I'm speaking a hard truth, but the thing is that there's a lot of the word choice that I use when I'm angry, I usually end up regretting, because the words that I use when I'm angry also in some way are more focused on putting that person down, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to let them know that yes, I am upset, and yes, the way that they acted did upset me in some way, but I'm not ever trying to attack them or put them down. And I know that when I'm angry, I will end up doing that, and I do say things that I regret, and I do end up hurting people ultimately. And this would make my ex so mad because when we were arguing, when we would get into an argument, I'd try to breathe and just like, I'd ask for space. I'd be like, hey, I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna go walk away. Like, I'm gonna walk. This would piss him off so bad because he'd want to continue and continue and continue. And all that was doing was causing our arguments to just become more heated and more upsetting and just lead into like a bigger thing than it honestly needed to be. Because in the moment he's upset and I'm upset, and so both of our word choices is like more, we're choosing the words that hurts the other person because we are upset and we're projecting that we want them to be upset now. When I'm in an argument, I want a resolution, so I don't want to speak when I'm angry because, like I said, I'm not trying to hurt the other person. I'm not trying to put them down. I'm trying to just let them know, like, look, yes, I did this. Yes, you did this. How can we fix this? Can we all get high and just vibe? I wish, but unfortunately, it does not work for everyone that way. Yeah, when I was stressed out, I actually fucked up and I regret it so much that it troubles me every night before I go to bed. Yash science. Forgive yourself, okay? Let them know. Like, if there's anyone ever that you feel like you've hurt with your words or anything, and you have trouble sleeping at night, let them know. Let them know how you feel. Be open and honest about your communication. You might not hear back from them ever. And you have to accept that because the things that you said to them may have hurt them so much, but that's their reaction, okay? As long as you're open and honest, you get that out and you let them know, hey, I know that what I said in the past, like, now that I'm thinking about it, it was really mean. I was a fucking dick. I'm so sorry. You know, I think about it all the time. Be open and honest about that. Like, they'll see it. They'll read it. But even if they don't, you got that off of your chest. You got it out and off of your chest and out of your mind. And that should help you eventually sleep better at night. But if they never reply, if you never hear, like, you know, I accept your apology, it's not the end of the world. That's their reaction. You got it out. You got it out. Now let them take the time to process it and do with the information what they need to. What do you think about Farishi? I have no idea what Farishi is. Did you say something cunty before asking for space? Usually, yeah, because in the argument, I'm freaking upset, you know? He says something, I say something, and then I'm realizing, like, look, this is not going anywhere. I need some space, like, because I can't calm down around you and your energy, so I need to take the time and walk away. Honestly, I'm glad I came across this channel. I don't even use Twitch. I'm so glad that you're here also. I'm glad that you're here and some of this advice or you're taking something away from it. Twitch keeps putting Sagittarius streamers in my suggestion box. I wonder why that is. I actually didn't do something that bad. It's just that I didn't do my best. That's how I feel. There's the regret. Yash Science, don't regret that. See it as an opportunity to do better in the future. Because now that you know you can do better, do better. And let them know also, if you feel like you didn't do your best, if that's the thing that you regret, open and honest communication. Let them know. It took me, okay, I dated my high school sweetheart. We were together for a while, and we went through a lot of things, and we broke up and got back together and then broke up again. And it took me almost 10 years to apologize to them. I sat around because I know that in the relationship, yes, they did some things, but yes, I also did a lot of things, you know? I was a brat. I was 16 years old. I was learning about life. There were times when I acted out and said things that definitely I regret, behaviors that I regret, and I went to bed. I couldn't sleep sometimes because I would stay awake, and I was like, I was so mean to him. I cannot believe what a fucking asshole I was when I was 16 years old. But that's teenagers, okay? Teenagers are fucking assholes. You're going through life, you're learning things, you're going through a rebellious phase, or maybe you're not, or whatever it is. Like during the adolescence phase, like I said, you're immature, you're learning, you're making fun of people, you're insecure, you're this, you're that. Like, acknowledge that. It took me 10 years to go ahead and say, hey, you know what? I'm so sorry. You were such a great boyfriend to me, and I put you through so much shit, and I know it, and I'm so sorry. And it took him a while. It took him a while to reply, but we are friends. This day, on this day, what is today? July 12th, 2020. We are friends. Me and my ex, my high school sweetheart, we talked, and he was like, you know what? No, I understand. You were young. I was young too. I wasn't perfect. I was a fucking asshole, and I know it. But for 10 years, I let those thoughts just like in my head just build up, like, you were such an asshole, like, you know, like, why would you do those things? I let that build up in my head for 10 years until finally I got it out. I was like, look, I'm sorry. Did I receive a response right away? Like I said, no. It took a minute. It took a minute for him to process that. To process what I was saying. To, you know. Let me go back here to the chat. Because I'm Sagittarius. Oh, that's why. Thank you guys so much for the subscriptions. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I can't see if you're following. I'm running this off of my phone and off of my iPad, and so I don't get the notifications when people follow or subscribe. But thank you so much if you are following, if you are subscribing. Thank you. Did they really care after 10 years? Honestly, after 10 years, like, they were still thinking about it because they knew that they weren't the most perfect person. But yeah, even after 10 years, it's still like, even if it's not fresh, and it's not fresh, you know, but it's still like good to acknowledge. Who knows? It's not like he cared the most about it because it's not the freshest thing, you know, but it's good to acknowledge. 11 out of 10 story. Oh, thank you. What? That's much. Yeah, for real. Make an Amazon list. What's your goals with Twitch? When I get my computer, because my computer, before I started doing the podcast and everything, my computer did break down. Like, as I was getting everything together, it was like, bye. And I was like, oh, okay. So I've been trying to fix that and everything. I am getting a laptop, so once I get this laptop, I will be able to post all of this stuff and have emotes and little flashy things and goals and all of that set up. For those of you listening just through audio, Twitch has a lot of fun features that I have not been able to utilize this whole entire time live streaming because I am without a laptop or a computer, and doing it on the mobile, you are pretty limited. So let's go back here. Every story is different on its own, but I appreciate what you said. You're a good person. Yes, Yash, exactly. Every story is different on its own. I want to thank you so much for pointing that out and reminding people again that what works here for me might not work for you or your situations, because we are our own persons and we do need our own things. But I hope that this advice, if you're listening, at least sparks that thing in your mind that says, go out and find the thing that you need. What her advice isn't working, but she keeps telling me that it won't work for everybody, so I need to go out and find the thing that I need. I hope it at least does that at the bare minimum. Have a great day. Have a great day, Yash. Thank you so much. Fucking awesome. Thank you for the hearts. We will get bedside dreams. Nice. Make a Discord for sure. I'll help you out. Oh, Big. Thank you so much. That means a lot. For sure gotta do a Spider Woman emote. I will. All right. Can I ask your ethnicity? I am half Filipino, a quarter Italian, and a quarter Irish. People in the chat ask this question a lot because I do look very ethnically ambiguous. It is hard to tell. People tell me all the time that I'm from their country, and I'm usually not. But it looks like that is pretty much it for the questions in the chat as far as relationships go. So I'm going to go ahead and end this podcast now. Thank you guys so much for listening at home. Like I said, we are here live every Sunday on Twitch, twitch.tv/IoseMartian. Next week's show, I actually have not planned out. I think we're going to move on to something else. It seems like the questions for the relationships kind of died down. Last week it was like never ending. This week, not so much. If anyone has any questions or comments or anything like that, if you think about it after this show, go ahead and hit me up, send me a DM. I'll bring it up very first thing. I'll talk about it at the start of the next show, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do the next show. I think it's just going to be pretty chill. I've had talking about my doctor, I'm having some medical issues, so I'm trying to be as relaxed as possible and just take it as chill as possible. So I think that's it. Next show, we're just going to be chilling, talking, maybe talking about dogs or talking about plants. Not talking about anything too serious unless something really crazy happens in between now and then yes, I'm going to talk about it. Let's see. Take it easy, girl. I came into your stream. Oh, I will be back in about 30 minutes for an AMA that is an Ask Me Anything. You guys can ask me anything other than relationship questions. So I also do that on Twitch. But thank you guys so much for listening. This has been episode 10. I am Io, your host. I will talk to you guys next week. Thank you so much. All right, and for those of you guys watching at home, sorry, I have to end the audio. I don't want every single thing on the audio, but I will be back in 30 minutes. Oh, shit. Let me save this. I will be back in 30 minutes for the AMA, and that lasts longer. That's like I don't know. I feel like the latest ones have been a minimum of like 3 hours. ASMR today, raw. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be doing ASMR today because I try to test out my mic just going into my phone. And I try to do that and it was not working. So I think I will have to wait till my laptop gets here to do the ASMR. But that I did get word it should be here on the 17th. So I'm excited. It should be here by the end of this week. And then I can do all this cool stuff. And also, I'm going to be streaming, for those of you who are asking about my goals and everything, I do have a $100 goal to get this motherboard for my computer. I'm doing a part for part replacement. I think I'm going to be doing that on a live stream because there are a lot of people on Twitch who know about computers and I have freaking no idea about computers really. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. But today I don't think we're doing the ASMR. I think I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna have my dogs over here. Maybe play some guitar for you guys. I know last time you guys were asking about guitar. I know last time you guys were asking about piano also. So today, yeah, we're probably just going to just chill, talk to the dogs, and maybe play some music. Let's see. Take care. I'm gonna get some rest. Been up a day. Okay, Big O. Yes, thank you so much. Take care, get some rest, get some sleep, restore your energy, and thank you so much, dude. You've been so amazing. Thank you for the subscription, honestly. All the love. All good. How you been? I missed the Twitch. Yes, you did miss the podcast, but I'm gonna be back on in like 30 minutes. I'm just gonna go take the dogs out and get a bite to eat and then start the AMA. How can I can help you build, give you a checklist? Oh, thank you. Yeah, just send me like a DM or a whisper, I guess is what they call it. Send link and make an Amazon list. I will. Yeah, I should just make an Amazon list, I guess. I'm a computer scientist. Really? Fucking awesome. Hello, Jaxel. Hello, how are you? King Crimson, what's up? Yeah, okay, so I'm actually, Jaxel, I feel like you came right at the end. Hello, what's your heritage? I am half Filipino, a quarter Italian, a quarter Irish. This is just the end of the podcast. I go ahead and I record it audio, so it's about an hour, but I'm going to be back on in like 30 minutes. I need to take a little break, but I'm going to be back on in 30 minutes. I missed it. Are you serious? Yes, I'm so sorry. I'll be back on in 30 minutes though, and this is an AMA. We're going to ask me anything. I'm going to have the dogs out, piano, guitars, whatever. But yeah, I'm so sorry that you missed it. I always get kicked out of discussions. No, don't feel bad. I literally, 30 minutes. If you can wait 30 minutes, I will be back in 30 minutes for an AMA, and those usually go between like 3 to 5 hours, depending. A lot longer than the podcast. The podcast is, yeah, like an hour long. Take care. All right. I will talk to you later. Yeah, just send me a DM or a whisper so that I can keep in touch with you. You seem really nice, but I should have... I don't understand why you're being so negative. It feels like you're being a little bit negative right now, but I will be back. I'm just going to sign off for like 30 minutes. I'm going to be right back, so you can talk to me then. Unless you can't wait 30 minutes, unless you're about to go, then I am so sorry, but yeah, I'll be back on, and then I'll be on for way, way longer, just like, yeah, I'll be on for like way longer, so BRB. I love you guys so much. even if I don't know you. I know it sounds weird to say, I can't help it. It's like when I'm signing off, like when I'm getting off the phone, I say I love you. Same thing here, I guess. So BRB, 30 minutes or maybe a little bit more. I will definitely try to be back here in 30 minutes. I always say I love you. Nothing wrong with it, right? I don't think so. How cool. Awesome. I will check out your page. It's natural, right? Okay. Red Sanford. I am actually like, I'm about to sign off. I have so many tattoos though. But if you are here in 30 minutes, I will be in the just chatting section and I will talk about my tattoos then. All right, cool. All right. Thank you, King Crimson. Thank you. Nice, because I support someone with goals. That's nice. Oh, thank you so much, Big. Truly, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. It was so nice to meet you today. And if you go to bed, I hope sleep well, sweet dreams. I know. I know, right, King? Okay. I will be back. I love you guys. Bye.